All right, check this out. We got the new THINKWARE U3000 flagship dash cam. But best of all, this thing is made in Korea. Check this out. Yeah, that's the good stuff there. That's what you want. Made in Korea. And believe it or not, Lexus uses a Korean-made dash cam for their OEM integrated dash cams on certain Lexus vehicles. So before we go ahead and open this thing up, do realize that this is the closest type of dash cam, meaning made in Korea, that you can get to match Lexus quality. Now, it's obvious the difference between China and Korea. You know, it shouldn't need explaining. Made in Korea is going to be better than made in China for most things, generally speaking. All right, let's get to it and get down to business here with our Korean dash cam. Now this thing is well packaged. We got some bling going on. Look at that. That lets me know that it's going to be some high quality stuff. Now THINKWARE, of course, is nothing new. THINKWARE is a Korean dash cam company that's been around for a long time, relatively speaking. So it's nothing new, THINKWARE. So what we want to do today is check out just how good this Korean hype is. Is it really better than your off-the-shelf Chinese cameras such as VOFO or what's the other one? We're gonna take a real good look at this in a second. VFO or Vantrue is the other one. We got some plastic here. But let's take a look. And so you can see that's our lens. It's looking really good. And we've got a micro SD card slot to record your stuff. It's all standard stuff, but we're just checking out how this thing actually looks. Oh, looks like I don't know what VN, maybe video in, I don't know. Got a DC port, external port, battery port, another hidden port here or something, and some more ventilation stuff in the back there. So overall, it looks pretty good. We got some record buttons, so basic usage buttons, record, Wi-Fi, some sort of microphone button, you know, all standard stuff. All right, so this is all the junk you get. We went over the camera. Let's go over what else. You get an SD card. So they're just throwing in a SD card to be nice here. Looks like it's, what do we got, 64 gigabytes, so something to get you started. Got some wire management stickies here, so these stick on and manage your wires, that sort of thing. This is the thing that mounts to your dash, or excuse me, your windshield. And then so you mount this on your windshield first, and then these clips slide in to the dash cam, and then you mount this to the dash cam. I think you get the idea. All right, what else? Pry tool, anti-heat film. That's supposed to reflect the heat or something. I don't know. And then important out here is a polarizer. So this polarizer will go on that somehow, and that will cut down on your glare. And then you get a standard cigarette lighter type of deal to power the camera, and I thought it was going to be the OBD2 power port, but maybe they changed it or have problems with it. I don't know, but whatever. This is what we got. So that's what you get. All right, you're watching the dash cam here live. So we're going for a drive here. This is live. Now this is not the mic of the dash cam. Those mics aren't, you know, they're usable, but they're obviously not going to be as good as the mic you're hearing now. But anyway, this is what the dash cam looks like. What do you think? What you see is what you get with a dash cam. They pretty much all have a Sony 4K Starvis sensor in them these days. So everybody, bottom line, has got this Sony Starvis sensor in their dash cam. So that's not going to be the common denominator, because you're all going to see Sony Starvis sensor, blah, blah, blah. The question today is, based on what you're seeing right now, do you think that, number one, this image quality is good enough for you? And number two, consider the Korean aspect. That's the elephant in the room here. Is 95% of cams these days, dash cams, are made in China, and this one is made in Korea. So the build quality of this camera physically looks good. I don't see any issues there. It's nice and lightweight. It mounted easy. Now we skip through the installation process because it's you know, a monkey can do it. You glue it on your dash and then you run the wires however you want to do them. I'm not going to bore you with the installation. Just glue it and plug it, and you're done. What you want to know is, what does this thing looks like? And that's what you're saying. Let's wash the windshield just to make sure you're golden here. But yeah, what you see is what you get, and you're looking at it. So same sensors and all these cams, but what about the rest? And that's where the Korean part's going to come into play. The components inside are going to be the difference, the build quality inside, the processors, whatever other components. You know, it's not just a sensor and that's it. There's other junk inside your dash cam, processors, chips, components, blah, 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 you know, other stuff. That's the bottom line. So you don't buy these Korean cameras because of their 4K sensor. You buy these Korean cameras like THINKWARE because they're supposed to be more reliable than their equivalent Chinese counterparts. If I haven't rambled that enough, I'm sorry, but I think I did. But that's the whole point. Dash cams have to live a tough life, and we know that if they're made in China, they're probably going to have a higher failure rate. So the THINKWARE is going to be an experiment. It's our first Korean camera, but I have high hopes because Lexus, of course, uses a Korean manufacturer for their dash cam as well. So hopefully we'll get that level of quality. As far as everything else with this camera, every little feature, every little nuance, I'm not going to really get into that. I'm sure it works fine, but I'm just going to use it as a camera. I haven't read any anecdotes online that says there's any issues with the parking modes or this, that, or whatever the heck else it has. Also, the app, it gets a lot of bad ratings online. In other words, people say the app is trash, blah, blah, blah. But so far, the app has worked flawless for us. You download the THINKWARE app, you sync it to your Bluetooth Wi-Fi, you can change your settings, and you're good to go. As far as the image quality, you may notice that things look a little blue through the THINKWARE, and I don't know why that is. My only guess is the polarizer that came with it, which did have like a little bit of a blue tint to it, might be doing that. It certainly cuts down on the glare, but the image is not natural looking. Even other polarizers on other dash cams that we've used and tested have a more natural look, so I don't know why THINKWARE gives a blue tone. I don't care, but if that matters to you, trueness of color, that might be an issue for you. But for most people, it's not going to be about filmography. It's going to be about capturing events. But I do think if you just take the polarizer off this particular THINKWARE, you'll get rid of that blue tint, if you will. So that's all I can think of. We'll keep the channel posted. We're going to give it the hardcore test out here in the Mojave Desert, where it's got to survive 140 degrees in the summer inside the car. We'll see if it lasts. Please remember to like and subscribe. Thank you, and have a great, great day.